afternoon. Today is Thursday, January 18th. Today is the day that Jim and I met. It's our anniversary of the first time we met way back in high school. I was in the 11th grade. January 18th. It was a Wednesday. It was 2 p.m. I was skipping geometry class. 1967. So we have been together now for... Okay, do the math, Sandy. Do the math. 57 years? 57 years with one person. Oh my gosh. Is that right? 24 and 33, 57. 57 years to Jim and I. Sounds like Gemini, but it's Jim and I. So today is our anniversary of when we first met. Oh, we were so young. Here's a picture of us when we first started dating. Oh, to be that thin again. Although if I was that thin right now, I would look kind of gaunt, I think. I weighed 145 pounds. And I thought I was obese. Oh my gosh, give me those days of obesity back in a minute. I would take it in a minute. I would take it in a heartbeat. But we have birthdays today. Enough about you, Sandy. It's not all about you. Today is Mary Ann Andre, A-N-D-R-E-E. Mary Ann. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary Ann. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Sandy Ourso, O-U-R-S-O. Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Amber Niday, N-I-D-A-Y. Amber. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amber. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And last, but certainly not least, is Thomas Dean's 8th birthday today. He's 8 years old. So Thomas Dean, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Thomas. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all four of you have a great, great day today. Oh, it got so much warmer today. It was so nice. I didn't have to wear my heavy, clunky coat. I had to go to Kroger's to get a couple things. I didn't go to my meeting this morning, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I didn't go to my meeting, first of all, because I thought it would be called off because they were forecasting really bad road conditions for this morning. We were supposed to get 3 to 6 inches of snow. I think we ended up with about 2 inches in my neighborhood. And the roads really weren't that bad when we didn't go out until about 2 o'clock to get our groceries. I didn't really get a lot, but I got a lot of vegetables, I got a lot of fruit, and I got a lot of lean meat. I got some lean pork chops, I got some chicken, I got some 95.5 burgers because I think I'm going to have tacos on Saturday. What else did I get? And then I got some acorn squash, I got some broccoli, I didn't buy any fattening things, and walked right past the donuts. I did do a smell. I can't say that I didn't go, but I kept on walking. I just kept on walking. And I only brought healthy foods into the house. So I have a menu plan, which I do. I've been working on my menu plan for next week, and I do plan on cooking all my meals next week. So I do plan on doing that. I do plan on showing you my food a little bit more often. When I don't show you my food, you know I'm not doing well. You know I'm making unhealthy choices. So I do plan on showing you my food more. With that being said, I'm not showing you my food today because I forgot to film it. But for breakfast, I had a slice of toast for 4 points, an ounce of peanut butter for 3 points, not an ounce, a tablespoon of peanut butter for 3 points, an ounce of cheese for 4 points. And I had 2 eggs and a banana and a grapefruit and a cup of tea. And my breakfast totaled out to 11 points. And then I'm not eating lunch because Jim and I are going out to eat tonight for our anniversary. I know it shouldn't be like, whatever. But I've already checked on the menu what I'm going to have. I'm going to have a chicken, I think it's barbecue chicken for 3 points. I am going to have a dinner roll with some butter on it, which is going to be 10 points. But to compensate for that, I'm going to have green beans, which were 2 points, probably because they probably put some kind of butter or something on it. I know I could probably ask for something without butter, but no. And then I'm going to have a cup of potato soup for 6 points. So it's going to be a little, and then I'm going to have iced tea and a glass of water for my dinner. So I have a plan. I've already tracked it in my phone, so I'm not going to go away from that. I've already decided that's what I'm going to have. So I think I ended up the day with like 37 points. Today is the start of my new week for my weeklies, and I get 42 weeklies. I'm using them with no guilt, no shame, and I'm going to enjoy myself. So basically, I'm going to have chicken with some green beans and a cup of soup and a dinner roll with some butter on it. So I know I'd probably save 10 or 11 points just by not having the dinner roll, but you know what? I know you got to make some changes. And I think just the fact that I normally would have had a rack of ribs with the barbecue sauce smothered all over it and a baked potato loaded, which I looked it up, and it's 20 points for a baked potato loaded. So I think just having the 10 points for a roll, I've cut my thing in half because I usually just have the roll anyhow. I usually have 2 rolls, but I've only allotted myself 1 roll. And then what else do I know? And then I usually have a salad, which is 6 points. And I think the reason it's 6 points is because of the croutons and the cheese that they put on it. And then the dressing would have been another 10 points on the salad. So I'm very pleased with my choices that I made, that I'm proving to myself that I can go out, enjoy the day, and have a good meal, because really, I love chicken and I love green beans. I was going to have broccoli, but I thought, no, sometimes I like a really crisp, hard piece of broccoli. I don't like it when it gets too soggy. And I think when they put all the stuff on it, and I think they overcook it a little bit. So I'm fine with my choices. So that's what I plan on doing. And like I said, I didn't go to my meeting mostly because, and I like to be honest on this channel, mostly because I knew I was going to have a gain. I just knew I was going to have a gain. And I just thought that the funk I've been in the last couple days, that seeing a number, seeing a gain is going to bother me. Now, not weighing, does that mean I didn't have a gain? No, I know that. I'm a logical person. I understand that even though I didn't weigh myself, my body still had a weight gain. But I am not going to let the scale define who I am. I'm not going to let the scale decide how my mood is going to be for the coming week. And it's just a measurement of how I'm going in time. I know how I'm going. I know how I've been going for the last week or so. I've not been going in the right direction. I've been making unhealthy food choices. I think the fact that I was able to go grocery shopping and not bring any unhealthy foods in the house, because I've eaten all the unhealthy foods in my house. I don't have any unhealthy foods in my house now. But I have healthy choices. So I think that I'm going to be on the right track. I really do. And I need to stop beating myself up. I think the fact that, I thank you so much for all your comments and your encouragement and your support. It means the world to me. It really, truly means the world to me. Anytime I get in a funk like this, I can just text Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate, and she will be there in a heartbeat. But she's got too much on her pointed plate right now that I don't want to be adding to her concerns, because she's got enough concerns right now. Now, I know that all I have to do is drop her a line and she'll jump on me like flies on shit. I know she would. And I probably would have needed that yesterday. But I think I'm in a better shape and better frame of mind right now, that I'm thinking I'm going to do okay. I really do. I just think that I wouldn't beat anybody else up like I've been beating myself up. I really haven't. There's a couple people that have been texting me that are struggling. And, I've been as much support as I could possibly be for them. So why can't I support myself? I don't know why I think I'm any different than anybody else. Everybody needs some support. Everybody needs some encouragement. And everybody has to know that we mess up. But I think the fact that I'm basically a weight loss channel, even though it's Life with Sandy, and I have my ups and downs, and I struggle, and I do everything that everybody else does in a diet journey, it still, for me, sometimes feels hypocritical to come on here. And so I think that I need to just stop stressing about my weight so much. But I think that the fact that my balance is off so much, that kind of throws me, because I know it's because of my extra weight. And so it's like a vicious circle. And so then I jump all over myself that I'm not doing better. And I need to stop that practice. I just need to stop it, because I'm not doing myself any favors by beating myself up. And I have so much support and encouragement all the way around me. And I think it's insulting to the people that are supporting me to have a pity party. I really do. I can't have a pity party and and not think that nobody's helping me. Like most pity parties is, oh, I'm all alone. Nobody's helping me. Nobody's supporting me. Nobody's encouraging me. I can't say any of that. I can't. My family supports me. My YouTube community supports me. My friends support me. I get all the support and encouragement that I need. So I cannot use that as an excuse. And I just need to forgive myself. I can forgive people fairly easy. I really can. But I have the worst trait ever. Even though I forgive you, sometimes I don't forget. And I know that's awful. I'm just saying it. I can forgive you, but sometimes I just don't forget. Now, there have been people in my life that have said things to me that were very, very hurtful. And I have forgiven them. And I have truly, truly forgiven them, but I don't forget. So does that really mean that I've really, truly forgiven them? I think it does, but then I don't think it really does. So I need to put first on my list of forgiveness is myself, because I need to forgive myself and realize that I'm human. And I have my ups and downs like everybody else. I have my mistakes just like everybody else. And I think that for the difference for me is the fact that I have a YouTube channel, that I think that I should be above and beyond and be better than everybody else. And that's just not true. That's just not true. But until I get rid of that mindset, it's going to keep haunting me. It really is. Now, Lent's coming up on the 14th of February. I do really well during Lent. Why I can't follow that the rest of the year, I have not a clue. I really don't. It's just, well, I do have a clue. It's just because I don't put the effort into it. I don't know. I could do it, but I just don't put the effort into it. So I'm going to be praying for guidance during Lent, that it continues on after Easter, that I can continue on this path and just be satisfied with just being healthy, not worrying. I know I told you I wanted to lose a pound or less a week. I think the fact that I had such an unhealthy weekend and I knew I was going to have a gain, that mindset of just a pound or less went out of my mind, and then I started beating myself up and making poor choices. So I just can't do that. I just have to remember that I'm loved for me, just for who I am. People love me because of me. They love me through my faults, and they forgive me, and I need to love myself, and I need to forgive myself. And the first step in doing that is just realizing that I'm my own worst enemy. I am my own worst enemy. And I don't need to have anybody haunting me or yelling at me or screaming at me, because I've been doing it to myself. And I have to stop that practice. I just have to stop it right now. I have to nip it in the bud, as Barney Fife says all the time. Because I'm not going to accomplish anything by beating myself up and not forgiving myself and making excuses. Like I'll say, well, I feel like a hypocrite. That's an excuse. It really is. It's just, I made a mistake, and own up to it. You made a mistake, and just try to get better. January is kind of a funk month for me. I don't know. It's just, we all know how much I love being outside. I absolutely love being outside. I could sit out there and read and for hours and hours, and then I don't want to eat because I'm sitting out there, I'm enjoying the weather, I'm listening to my birds, on the lookout for occasional squirrels that come into my yard. But in January, with all the cold and the snow, although it's warm today, it's 24. That's warm. Considering yesterday with the wind chill, it was 17 below. So today, even with the wind chill, it's still like in the high teens. So it's still, it's cold. Don't get me wrong. It's cold, but I was able to put my other winter jacket on, not my Nanook of the North jacket, as Jim calls it. He got me so aggravated the other day because he doesn't dress for the weather. That's just like a sweatshirt jacket that he wears with a short sleeve t-shirt. And we have the heat on the truck, like my eyes dry out. It's so hot in the truck. And I realized that I was dressed for the weather, and I probably could have took the coat off in the car, and I would have been better off. And it just got so hot. And then I told him, I said, it's just too flippin' hot in this truck. So then he turned the heat off. Well, then it got cold, even with my jacket on. And just because that's who I am, I didn't say a word, because I thought, you want to cut off your nose to spite your face. Well, then you're cutting your nose off and you're spiting your face, because I'm not going to tell you it's getting cold in here, because I'm dressed appropriately. I'm just a little bit chilly. You have to be freezing your butt off. So when I dressed like that yesterday, again, because it was cold, and he said, why do you do that when the truck is going to be warm? And I go, because you never know if the truck is going to break down or something and we're going to be on the side of the road. And I said, and I know yesterday that you turned the heat off and got cold in there and you were freezing your butt off. And he says, well, I was waiting for you to tell me that you wanted me to turn the heat back on. And I go, and that's never going to happen. That is just never going to happen. So we reached a friendly agreement yesterday. And so I did take my coat off and in the car, and it was a better ride because we had to get some stuff done yesterday. So like I said, I'm just going to take it one day at a time. I didn't weigh myself today, although I know there was probably a gain. I have no idea how much of a gain. We'll find out next week. I'm hoping just to get my mind relieved of thinking that I'm on another diet. I'm just going to eat healthy. I think if I just eat healthy and not worry about the scale, just go to my meetings for my support and my encouragement, because I really do like my meetings. Next week's going to be the last meeting with my present leader, because she's leaving to take a regular full-time job. So it'll depend on, she is going to teach at night. So I'm just going to wait to see how I like the new leader. You know, I might like her. We'll see. And if not, I think I might switch to going at night. And because I'm just going to try. I'll tell you each week how I'm doing. I'm still going to do my meeting highlights because they really do help me out. But I'm just going to stop beating myself up. And I know I said this before. That's why I always think I'm like hypocritical, because I say it, and then I say it, and then I say it, and again, and again, and again. But then I realized everybody does. So I'm not alone in that club. I'm not the only one in that club. Lots of people struggle just like I do. And lots of people go up and down and beat themselves up. But we have to break that habit. We just really do. So I'm going to start today breaking that habit. And no more pity parties in the near future. I can't promise you no more pity parties because it's still January. But I just think that if I need to be starting to drink more water again. My water intake has really gone down. I was drinking probably about 75 to 80 ounces of water. No, I think I was down to maybe 32 ounces if I was lucky, which is not enough water for me. And also, I did track all my protein for today. And if I follow my plan, when I follow my plan today, I'm going to end up tonight with 90 grams of protein. So I need to increase my protein. I need to increase my fiber. And I really think that once I do that, it's going to make a big, huge difference in my whole mindset. I really do. I just have to really work really hard on getting that protein and fiber into my diet. But I'm going to try. I really am. So with that being said, I don't think I have much more to talk about other than I'm going to forgive myself. I'm not going to beat myself up. And I'm going to, most of all, forgive myself. And so, until we chat again, hope to see you very soon.